You weren't recording that, were you?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, you were? Okay, great. Mary. Hello, good morning. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of More Mary. I am your host, Miss Mary Lou, and welcome back, Matty Tom Fam. It's wonderful to see you back on the Miss Mary Lou channel as always. I hope that you are having a fantastic day so far. I am still laid up in bed and on the couch for the next several weeks, and I was asking you on my Instagram and Twitter page what kind of episodes that you would like to see that are a little bit more low-key. And of course, we're coming through with a good old Q&A today. So I reached out to all of you loves to ask you to ask me questions. I have and besides, I have a really cute headboard, right? It's like squishy and I have the fairy lights here, so I'm not totally mad about filming in bed, you know. But before we get on to today's video, if you are not subscribed to the Miss Mary Lou channel already, you are seriously missing out. Please hit the red subscribe button below and the little notification bell, so you know when I upload. I got my tea. Yes, it's Earl Grey hot. I got my questions and we're ready to go. So, the following questions are just a mishmash of things from Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Thank y'all for asking. Let's get started. What are you reading right now / what books have you read recently and recommend? Well, I have the terrible habit of reading books I have read before over and over and over and over again. I am currently in the middle of 2 books, technically. Lord of the Rings. I have also started The Color of Magic by Terry Pratchett, which I think is probably one of the funniest styles of writing I've ever encountered. I have read some Terry Pratchett before, but I haven't read like the entire Discworld series, so I'm starting at the beginning. Definitely check out some Terry Pratchett. I think I did an episode, and Jacob and I talked about Terry Pratchett last year up here. What is your favorite musical? So I have 2 answers for this. I think the most perfect musical, like the most perfect balance of song, script, and dance is West Side Story. I think that is one of the most like perfect pieces in the musical theater canon. However, my favorite musical is Sunday in the Park with George. Anytime I'm having like a rainy day moment, I have it on DVD and I just pop it in and watch it, and it feeds my soul. It's so good. Would you ever road trip back to the East Coast? I definitely love visiting the East Coast. I still have family out there and whatnot, and it's beautiful. I wish I could have caught some fall this year, but as far as like a road trip, I don't do the best in the car. I get very sick very easily. So I would probably like figure out a way either to break it up or just go directly to my destination and then explore the area. What are the best ways to remove tea stains from your teaware? The way that I remove tea stains from teaware is I will put a little bit of dish soap in it and then fill the rest with hot water. Let it sit for a little bit and then take some kind of like gentle sponge or gentle scrub pad. Don't pull out the steel wool for this, okay? You gotta be gentle. And then once it soaks for a little while, I'll do like soft circles around the edge, and it usually lifts pretty easily that way. What are your top 3 favorite dessert teas? Oh shoot, there's this one from Plum Deluxe, coconut macaron tea, and it tastes like a coconut cookie, and it is freaking heaven. It's so good. Also, Capital Cocoa Tea from Geeky Teas. It has actual chocolate chips in it. It's like a chocolatey, wonderful tea, and it's so good. And then, you know, I honestly think a nice English breakfast or Earl Grey with desserts go really, really well. So like, why just limit yourself to sweet things? You can have all the good stuff right there, okay? Do you meditate? Have you meditated? Thoughts on meditation? I have talked about meditation so much because I think it is magical. It's not actually magical, but it is finding ways to meditate and incorporate mindfulness into your everyday routine. They're science, friends. They did research and stuff that meditation and mindfulness, including gratitude and such, can rewire the way that your brain works into thinking more positively and to help you on your road to living a balanced life. I love listening to the sound of rain while I meditate, as opposed to like a specific music track. My favorite is rainymood.com to use. They also have an app that you can get. Not sponsored, but maybe one day, I don't know. If you had to marry a member of an alien race to save the planet, which species from TV and movies would you choose? I would marry a wizard from the Wizarding World, the Harry Potter universe, and I would live in a magical house where I could have help doing dishes and things. Do you collect anything? Yes. I've been trying to convert my living style into a more minimalist way of living, but I do kind of collect vintage clothing pieces and jewelry. A lot of them are family heirlooms or pieces that I've purchased myself, and those vintage pieces, every time I pare down my wardrobe, they always stick around because they're some of my favorite things to wear. Other than that, I do collect tea. So thank you so much for those questions. Those were really super fun to answer. We had some like practical tea and life advice all the way to marrying alien species and stuff. Thank you so much for suggesting this. I'm glad you wanted to see this because this is definitely something that a busted ankle Mary can handle. If you ever have any other questions, of course, for me, please feel free to ask. You can do it in the comments below. That's it for the episode today. I hope you super love this. I had a lot of fun. And last and most important of all, I hope you have a wonderful day. And I will see you on, what's that day? Tuesday. Hello! Thank you so much for joining me for this episode of More Mary today. I had a wonderful time and now I am tired, so I am going to go take a nap. I love you. Hang out with me on the interwebs, friends. It's been really fun lately. Okay, bye. Beauty, grace, me.